Why are you so tense? God damn it!
Because I don't know what I'm doing!
Hello everybody, it's Philly Kuts with another fight review. This time, Jeffrey Mathebula against the Filipino Flash Nonito Donaire. Or Donaire, however you want to say it. Overall, I thought that this was a pretty good fight. However, I didn't have it scored the same way the judges did in this fight. The judges gave a unanimous decision to Nonito, 119, 108, 118, 109, and 117, 110. So clearly the judges felt that Nonito dominated this fight, which in many ways he did. He did land more effective power punches. In particular, his left hook, a punch that did send Mathebula to the canvas in the 4th round. However, I thought Mathebula put up a good fight. I thought that he frustrated Nonito quite a bit. He caused Nonito to abandon his jab in the first 10 rounds of the fight. And it was only in the final 11th and 12th round that I felt that he was starting to jab much more effectively and utilizing that jab. This fight was really a fight about, some timing and some key events that occurred within this fight that could have changed it dramatically either way. The first being that 4th round knockout that Nonito scored with his left hook, a devastating left hook, which now I could say is clearly the guy's best punch. I even said in my prediction video for this fight, I said watch out for his left, in particular the left hook. His left hook is just dynamite. And it sent Mathebula to the canvas quite quickly in the final 10 seconds of round 4. I believe it was the first time ever that Mathebula has ever been knocked down in his professional career. On the issue of timing, now had Nonito, knocked him down earlier in round 4 with more than 10 seconds remaining, this fight could have been over at that point. I think that if this would have happened with, say, a minute left, and then Nonito was maybe, left with that time to finish Mathebula off, I think it probably would have occurred. Mathebula did look pretty stunned after that knockdown. I give Mathebula in his corner, led by trainer Ricky Durant, a lot of credit. They were able to revive him quite well. And I actually thought in the 5th round that Mathebula came out and won that round. He just was jabbing effectively. He started landing more punches. I also felt from the 5th round onward that Mathebula was becoming much more effective. I thought that he was starting to get a little more zip behind his jabs. And Mathebula was just a jabbing fiend. I believe he threw about 611 jabs, landed 140 of them, as opposed to Donaire, who threw about 261, landed 102. And that was really another major theme in this fight, was that the taller fighter, Mathebula, by about 5 inches, really frustrated Nonito. And I was really quite surprised at how much Nonito had abandoned his jab in this fight. It was clearly evident that he was getting frustrated, and he was really trying to go for that home run left hook through most of the fight. I would say for at least the first 9 or 10 rounds. Another major key moment that happened in this fight was in the 11th round. Nonito connected with a good right. It was later revealed after this fight that he had cracked a tooth, because in between the 11th and 12th round, they cut over to Mathebula's corner, and he was bleeding quite profusely from his mouth. They were putting water in his mouth. He was spitting it out. There was quite a bit of blood. I started to think of Ortez from a few weeks ago. I thought maybe he might have broken his jaw. I was wondering if he was even going to come out for the 12th. But the guy turned out to be a trooper, Mathebula. And he continued to fight. However, the pain from that cracked tooth must have been immense, because for the entire 12th round, basically, Mathebula was keeping his guard up high, protecting his mouth, and that allowed Nonito to win the 12th round rather easily. And in my mind, I thought the 11th and 12th rounds are what won it for, Nonito, because I thought the fight was a lot closer than what these judges see. And I just, I'm just still perplexed at how these judges score these fights. I guess they must have really taken effective aggression into account on this fight. And I guess for every power punch Nonito landed, it must have negated the, 7 or 8 jabs that Mathebula was landing. Overall, an exciting fight. Thought it was a lot closer. What is going to be next in store for Donaire? Is he going to fight Arce? Is he going to fight Rigondeaux? Is he going to fight the guy from Japan, whose name I can't think of for some reason? I don't think he's going to fight Mares next. Mares is a Showtime Golden Boy fighter. I think that would just, the logistics of that and the politics involved in that is just going to be too hard for them to put it together. I suspect it's going to be probably Rigondeaux or maybe the guy from Japan. I found that he was mentioning him twice in that post-fight interview with Kellerman. So it seems like maybe he was gunning for him. And supposedly this guy was in the audience, the guy from Japan. I'm surprised they didn't show any shots of him. But apparently he was in the audience in attendance watching this fight. So that's also interesting to note as well. Alright, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of my analyses. And I hope to see you soon. I should be putting stuff up about next week's Khan fight. So stay tuned. And thanks for watching, guys. Philly Kuts.